In the last week Forex forecast, we talk about price, we talk about the continuation of the upside in the DSY due to this momentum of this daily candle close. So I said to you guys that the price will easily break this high of 104,612 because of the momentum of this candle, and then as you can see, we have break above the resistance at 104,615, and 105,712 is not far. We have the price have even come back to retest that particular resistance broken, so it has become a support level now. So we can see move to 105,721 as there is no much economic activities last week when it comes to the US dollar. So the one we see last week is let's check together. So last week on US dollar, we just had these ISM service PMI and the speech from the FOMC member. So the next level we are looking at on DSY is 105,721 after breaking this resistance level and then come back to retest it. So if you check the 1 hour time frame, you see the obvious retest of that level. So this is where it will test the price right there. So there is breakout and then there is a retest, and then we have a rejection at this level. So which means that we might probably see a retracement, then a move to 105,721 this week. So that's what we are looking at on DSY. So in DSY, we should see more strength continue to play out in the US dollars in the coming days. To see more strength, but obviously we might see a retracement that might be deeper. So let's check. Maybe we can put some piece of puzzle together at this area. So here we have a trend line rejection here. Then this is second rejection. This looks like a fake breakout. Actually, a fake what? This is a fake breakout to the downside at this particular area. And then we have the respect of this trend line here too. Then here we might still see a pullback back to this level of 104,615 before the continuation to the upside. And the next price target is 105,721. But price might create a fake breakout. But if price come below this level, you might not even think of it as a fake breakout. So you should wait until price break above this level before you anticipate a strength in the US dollar. So if price break below this area, one thing I wanted to do is to wait. If price break below 104,615, should wait not to anticipate the US dollar strength until price break above the line, because when price break below this area too, what we do is actually wait then. So price come back to retest, and then we have price forming head and shoulder here, then break back into that zone, retest this the trend line, then breakout, and then obviously you can see that it has break this this resistance level right here. So what we are looking at here is for price to come back. Price might actually come back. Two things might happen. Price might come back to retest this trend line, or price might not come back and then go to eat 105,721. That's the next resistance level we are looking at. And then if this resistance level break the 105, which I'm expecting a pullback when price hits this area, but if that price break this week, the next level we should be looking at is here is 107,133. So that is it about the DSY. So this is the weekly forex forecast, and this is Ambafx. So before we continue with the technical analysis, let's check the economic activities of this week and how it will affect the market. January, we have the rate statement from AUD, the unemployment claim from the Canadian dollar, and the rate statement from the Canadian dollar, which the AUD and the Canadian dollar drop their rate as forecast. That is, in AUD they forecast 4.10. They forecast the rate to stay the same, and then in Canadian dollar too, the rate was forecast to stay the same, and then we see it coming out as expected. And on Friday, we have the stronger Canadian dollar after they dropped the employment change and unemployment rate, which came out better than expected. We saw the impact in the market where AUD card fall, and then we have the USD card fall massively on Friday. I think that's the 2 pair it has most impact. Okay, it has on D card too. We saw the move to the downside massively last week. So this week, what are we looking at? And last week, remember I told you that the best pair to trade is AUD card, and if you check your chart, you'll see what I said last week. We have a lot of volatility in that particular pair, and then G card too, we have volatility in that pair, including the Euro card and then USD card. So it means that the pair we have more volatility are the AUD and the Canadian pair. If you check your chart, you will see what I'm saying. So this week, let's see what is going to happen this week in terms of the economic activity. This is a busy week for US dollar. As you know, we have the CPI, we have the PPI, and then on the Euro too, we have the monetary policy, that is an interest rate statement on Euro. On Monday is a free day with no fundamental. Tuesday is also a free day, except we have GDP, Claremont count change, and then all these ones are not to panic about. All this news are not to panic about. So, but on Wednesday, we should see more volatility coming into the market, especially from the GBP US dollar, because when you check the GBP, they have their GDP news on Wednesday. That's very early on Wednesday, that's Nigerian time. They have their GDP, which the past result is 0.5, but they predicted a slowdown in GDP, that is minus 0.2 in GDP. So let's say it goes right there. And on Wednesday, we have the CPI out of the US dollar. This is also a high impact news. So prepare your mind on Wednesday next week. Monday, Tuesday, we might not see enough volatility in the market. Market might just be ranging or just doing some retracement. But on Wednesday, we should see volatility coming into the market, because most especially what happen if something happened to USD, it will directly or indirectly affect the other currencies. So let's see how it goes. GDP and then the CPI on Wednesday. On Thursday, we have the AUD employment change and the unemployment rate. So this week is a very busy week in the Forex market. It will be a very, very busy week, because we have the employment change and unemployment rate on Thursday. On Thursday too, we have the monetary policy, that is the rate statement reports in Euro. On Thursday, the same day, ECB press conference and the producer price index. Then the retail sales out of this. So the retail sales, the producer price index, the unemployment claim, all of these will be released together. So prepare your mind for this week. Is very, very this week will be a very, very tough week in terms of the fundamentals, especially in the US dollar. But on Friday might actually be a quiet day, when the investors or the traders will be taking their profit after the Wednesday and Thursday move. So if you want to enjoy the market, you can just trade only on Wednesday and Thursday. But if you don't like enough volatility, you can just trade on Monday and Tuesday and just watch the news on Wednesday and Thursday to see how it goes. But you want to trade where there is when there is enough volatility in the market, that is Wednesday and Thursday. So Friday too, expect something on China, that is industrial production, their retail sales. Then on Friday, the US dollar too will drop the Empire State Manufacturing Index. And also the best pair to trade this week are the US dollar pair. That is the one that I can say right now is GBP USD, including the Euro USD. AUD USD too is one of the pair that you enjoy their volatility this week if you know what you are doing. And then okay, I've talked about the AUD USD, GBP USD, Euro US dollar. So watch out for that 3 pairs this week. We're going to have a lot of volatility in that pair. The first pair you want to check is gold. So gold, checking the higher time frame, you can see that we have a break of the trend line here. That is then it now come to retest it, which I showed you last couple of weeks, and then eventually we have reject and still break this trend line to the downside, which means that we still have a potential of still moving for it to still move down back to this level of support. So let's see how it goes right there, but let's check entry on 1 hour time frame. So as you can see, we have a retest of this level, and then if you can check the next support level, if that place break is this area, and then we have one at this area. We actually have one to at this particular area. So what are we looking at on the gold? So we are looking for the continuation to the downside. So here we have a breakout of this zone. So we have a breakout of that zone right here, and then if you check this level very well, see that it's a very strong level. So price might actually come to retest that level, and then we'll see a rejection to the downside. Then this is the first price target, and then we have the second price target at this area. So my bias on gold is to the downside, but if price move above this level, that is above 192, then I'll wait to see what price will do at that level. So if price move above this level, what I'll do is to wait and see the next price movement. But if the price stay below this level, then I'll be willing to short the GBP, the gold to the downside. But as you all see, this moving average is above the market, which means that it's above the price, which means that we still have a potential of moving to the downside, and we might even see a pullback to this 200 moving average at this area. So price might pull back towards the 200 moving average, then reject to the upside. But if price pull back above 192, I'll wait for price to come back below 192 before I make any decision to sell at that particular area. If price stay below 192, I'm willing to take my short position to 1915, then 1904, then the last one is 1890. So that is what I'm looking at on gold. The next pair I want to check is on the Euro USD. The overall market bias is to the downside. So let's check where we'll enter if there is going to be a pullback in this pair. So using the trend line, we might see a pullback back to this level before the continuation to the downside. So let's see how it goes right there. So we are expecting a pullback back to 1.07739. That is a retest of this breaking support level. So after the retest, we are looking for a rejection back to 1.05509. So that's what I'm looking at on the Euro USD. So we should expect a pullback from this level. So we should expect a pullback from this level. That is probably it can be Monday and then Tuesday back to this level. So back to 1.07793. Yeah, okay, 1.07739. Yeah. So there are two things that might happen. Prepare your mind that pullback might not happen and you see price drop sharply back to 1.059, because that's the next level. Because this level 2 is a very strong level. As you can see, this is a very strong support level. So you might expect price to come to this area. So you might actually expect price to come to this area, bounce, then retest this area, then actually we'll see a break to 1.05495. So obviously that's what I'm looking at on Euro USD. But if price now stay above 1.07739, that's when I will never be looking for a short position. So if price goes above this level, then that's when I might be looking for, if price stay above this level, then I might be looking for a long setup, that is for a buy setup. But if price stay below this level right here, so I'll be looking for a sell setup. So any retracement I see back to this area should be an opportunity for a bearish setup, and then we might have price coming back to this area, to this very strong support level, go back to retest, then reject. So that is what will actually happen on the Euro USD. So is that price come back to test this level, then reject to retest this broken support, then eventually break the support and come back to this level, or price come back to this support, break it, and then, but if price stay above 1.07739, should be looking for a long position, that is a buy position. But if price stay below it, then it means that looking for a sell setup. So the next pair I want to check is GBP USD. So GBP USD to price has go below this level. This is 1 hour time frame. If you check, so price have go below this level, that says this level has been broken to the downside, so which means that price is in a downtrend. So what are we looking at on the GBP USD? Probably we might see a pullback to on the GBP USD if we use our, let's use our trend line to see where the pullback might actually end. Now is using this one, so it means that price has went below this area, so price should come back to do a retest, as you can see. Yeah, so this is the first which tells us that the trend line is still valid at that particular area. So probably we should see a retest here. We should see a retest back to this line, but before then we should be looking for price to break above this line before we look for a retest. So if price break below this if price break above this trend line, as you can see, if price break above it here, then be looking for a retest to this level. So if price break above it, so be looking for a retest above that particular level. So which means that we're anticipating a retest, then a rejection back to the downside, because the whole market bias is to the downside right there. And then if price did not reject at this level, then we should be looking for price to reject at this level. You get, that's the second target, because this level is a very, very strong level where price are breakthrough to the downside, as you can see. So it's a very strong level, so we have a very strong rejection at that area, a fake breakout, a break-in, then we have a breakout. So probably price should retrace back, maybe Monday, Tuesday, price should retrace back to 1.26193. Then obviously we might see a rejection at this level at 1.25643, or but if price stay below this area, these two level I'm talking about, if price stay below, then you should be looking for a sell setup. But if price stay above it, that is if price break 1.26193, that's when you'll be looking for a buy setup. And then if price break through it and then has not giving you opportunity to buy, price might still break in, but you only find your sell setup if price stay below 1.626193. Yeah, so this level is a very, very strong level, as you can see. So price might actually come back to retest, then you see a break to the downside. So the next pair I want to check is the SND US dollar. So in the SND US dollar, as you can see, we have price break below this level also. 0.58981. So price has break below this level, so should look for a sell setup if price still stay below this level, or probably price might even break this level. Only find a sell setup if price stay below 0.58960. If price stay above, you wait for a buy setup until price come back. That's when you take your sell setup. So this is where I'm looking to sell the SND US dollar at this level. So my bias is to the downside if price stay below 0.58960. So checking the moving average, you see that moving average is the 200 moving average is above, and then we have this the 900 total moving average still above the price at this level. So which means that there is more room for continuation to the downside at that level. So the next pair I want to check is US dollar CHF. So yeah, I'm expecting a pullback probably on Monday or Tuesday. The whole direction is to the upside, yeah, but I'm expecting a pullback to the downside. So, and this is where my safe zone is. My safe zone is at 0.89356. So if price break this high like this, if we have break of this high, so I will be waiting patiently to probably enter a long position, but I will not be shorting, I will not be selling US dollar CHF. But if price stay below this level, then I will be selling US dollar CHF probably back to this level. So you might see price come to test this 200 moving average before it continue to the uptrend or to the upside. So probably I'm looking for a pullback to trade at US dollar CHF this week. So this level, if you check this level of 0.8935, is a very strong level of resistance. See price here. So price has rejected this level. We have some breakouts, and then so when price break that level to the downside, it come back to what, to retest the level. So probably we should see a pullback back to 0.8600 or below. So on Euro JPY, I believe we should see the continuation to the upside here, as JPY weakness might actually continue this week. So using the top down analysis, price stay above the moving average. So here, as you can see, and then this support level 2 holds right there. So price has tested this level a lot of times. That is a 1, 2, from being a resistance back to being a support, second support, and then the third support level. So where are we looking at for price to reach here? So this is where I'm looking to buy AUD to this level. So obviously when market open, we might see probably a retracement to retest this trend line, then continuation to 159506. If price stay above this, above 157403, then I will be buying Euro JPY. But if price now break below it, it means that I will wait to know what price is doing. Maybe I will enter a sell position. But if as price still stay above it like this, then my bias is to still to the upside, and then I'm looking to take my profit at 159406. So if we have a retracement back to this, that's almost like 180 to 200 pips. But if price move like this, that's almost 120 pips. So let's see how it goes on the Canadian dollar, on Euro dollar JPY. So the next one is Canadian dollar Japanese yen. Yeah, my bias is to the upside, but we might actually see something like this. So price might actually come back to form HNS at this particular area before going for continuation to the upside at that particular area. Because if you see this level, on a more serious note, this is a range. as you can see right there, this is a range, so probably price might actually come to retest this. Then this is my target at 109296. That is my target, that is the high right here. So price is moving back and forth at this area, but if price still stay above 107192, then I'll still be long Canadian dollar JPY. So the next pair we want to check is GBP JPY. So GBP JPY 2 price is to the upside. Yeah, price is stay above. So we see have the bounce of this support level right there, and then probably let's check this out. So price is stay above on GBP JPY. So probably if price come to retest this area, let's say we have a, because if you check this level, price have break above this level, this level of so if price stay above this level, as you can see, this is the level of support level, the level of support right here, which means that, but on the contrary to this, price might come to retest this area before moving to the upside. But we have a break of this level. If we are to phantom what happen here, we have a break of this this resistance level, and then we have a retest and price close above it. So which means that we should prepare an upside move from this zone to this particular area. So which means that we might have like 100 pips to the upside from this level right here. So that's what I'm looking at on GBP JPY. But another thing is price might actually break here, probably even here, to form to form a double bottom before going back to this area like how it did here. So probably we might see same thing here. So two scenarios we should look at is that price continue to the upside at this level, or price break then form, then we'll have a continuation to the upside. But if price break below this level, that is when I will not be willing to buy GBP US dollar. Australian dollar, Japanese yen, we should see more movement to the upside on this pair, because based on all of this, we have the bounce, the third one, fourth one, the fifth bounce. So we have the break of this trend line, then a retest. So we should see a move to the upside on AUD JPY if price to stay above this level, above 937.43 level. If price to stay above that level, then I'll be looking for a bullish setup at that area. And here too, you can see the break of this support level here. As you can see, we have a break of this level here. Then if we zoom further, we still have this level here. So when you use line, it will filter it for you. So it means that you have break this level to the upside. So you should be looking at a buy setup to probably, that's first take profit, then these are second take profit. So let's go back to the candle stick. So you should be looking for one move to the upside on the AUD JPY. That is the first take profit is 94620. If price eventually moves from 94205, that is it will be like 40 pips. That is the first take profit, and then the second take profit will be like 60 to 70 pips. So if this now break, so we should have then the next move to 95731. That is so it means that the whole directional bias is to the upside on AUD Japanese yen, as you can see in this chart. So the next one is Euro AUD. Euro AUD, I'm looking for the continuation to the upside at that level. So price should continue to the upside if price still stay below, if price still stay above 1.67612. because we have a very strong support level here, then it break back in, so we can, price might actually retest this level and then reject. So I'm looking for price to retest this level, then reject to 1.68752. so that's what I'm looking for price to do at that particular level, because this level 2 is a very, very strong level, and then price should come to test it. And then, so if you check, use the moving average, see that moving average is below the price. Somehow the 200 moving average is below the price, so which means that we'll still have more rooms to the upside move on the euro Australian dollar. And don't forget, we have the news on the AUD, that is the employment and the unemployment rate news, and we have the rate statement on the euro this week. So last one I want to check is that the DBP AUD. Yeah, DBP AUD too, we should see the continuation to the upside move on DBP AUD as we approach the level. But if price now go below 1.95251, then that is when we'll not be looking for more move to the upside. We'll be looking for a downside movement at that level if price go below that price. So yeah, we should see, as you know, price has break below this level, so probably if you picked it from here, yeah, so which means price has break above this level, so there should be maybe a pullback back to this area, or you see a move to the first TP, which is 96322, and the second one, which is 9732.7 at that particular area. But the big picture is to the upside. So this is the weekly forex forecast, and then these are the pair on my watch list this week. And then I've already told you the price I will not be willing to take the trade, and the price I will be taking the trade. So don't forget to click on the thumbs up button, subscribe and share. So have a lovely and a profitable trading week ahead.